All right, my name is Asher. Welcome to Flexible Dieting Consultants. This is going to be very much a trial video as I try to. I'm filming this on an iPhone, so obviously it's not that professional. Need to figure out the lighting. I'm going to use the base package iMac editing software for now to figure out how that works before moving up into some sort of professional studio. But the main point of these videos would be threefold. So one, just the basic techniques of how to cook in bulk to prepare multiple meals for a week to fit within your macros. The second piece is within that framework, doing it cost effective. So bulk cooking and cooking at home, preparing macro friendly meals is actually a really inexpensive way to get through your budget for the week for food. So we'll include that, some of the economics into our videos. And then the last one is sort of macro stripping some of your more fatty, higher carb foods into more macro friendly foods while saving most or all the flavor. So we're going to dive into this first video. This is going to be for a post-workout shake that tastes, so you got orange and you get vanilla, so it's going to taste a little bit like a creamsicle or sort of like an Orange Julius for those that are old enough to remember the Orange Juliuses from the food courts at the malls. So here's our station to prepare the post-workout shake. A couple things you'll need. Vitamix, I highly recommend it. It's super expensive. But I use it virtually every day. If I was going to go back and look at things I shouldn't have bought, it probably would have been the KitchenAid, which I only use to make pizzas. At some point we'll do a macro-friendly pizzas, which is pretty good with thin crust. And then the other thing you want to have is a food scale. I like this one, the Kinsey. I got this off Amazon just because it's got a large surface and it's easy to have things on there and be able to to read the grams or ounces, whatever you're trying to read. A lot of ones it'll sort of hang underneath and it kind of makes it a pain. So this one's nice that it has a nice big surface to work with. So the first thing you got here is a mixing cup. Obviously this is a mason jar. My dogs have chewed up all the plastic ones I have, so I'm making do with what I have. So I use 6 ounces of water for these shakes. So what I'm going to do is I just get a cup of water here. I'm going to zero out the food scale here, as you can see here, and put it to ounces, which we got here. And then I'm just going to pour enough of this water into the mixing cup that I'll be at minus 6 ounces. So we got there. Looks like maybe about 4 or 5. Oop, almost there. So a touch more. A little bit less. There we go. So we got 6 ounces of water. To that we're going to add 2 scoops of protein. Now what I recommend is when you first get a new jar of protein that you actually weigh it out, because it's not going to be completely accurate. So we're going to start with just the cup here. We're going to zero it out, turn it on, and get down to grams. So there we go, we're zeroed out. So the serving is 2 scoops or 42 grams. That's about a scoop. So yeah, so I feel pretty comfortable that 1 scoop's gonna be what they're saying on the package. So I got 2 scoops there, about the 42 grams. We're going to follow that up with 20 grams of Gatorade. So we're going to add that there. Same thing, zero it out. And it should be about 1/3 of a scoop of Gatorade to get 20 grams. 17, 18. And then we'll need another 2. There we go, close enough for comfort. So we've got the Gatorade in there. And now we're going to shake up and add to the Vitamix. So here's the mix, the Gatorade and the vanilla whey. So we're going to add that in. To that we're also going to add some BCAAs. 1 scoop of that. So that's going to be another 5 grams of protein. And all those helper BCAAs. And then the last thing we're going to add is a good handful of ice. And then we're going to add it to the Vitamix. Just going to turn on here. We're going to add to, set it to frozen treats. And again, I highly recommend this. The Vitamix is such a lifesaver, especially chopping through ice. One other thing to note, if you're on a lowerish carb diet, dieting down, I like this. It's orange tangerine Publix flavor, so it's just sort of rip off Mayo, however you pronounce it. You could use this in lieu of the orange Gatorade. So that's the first trial video. This is the one we're going to use to splice and dice together, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for staying with us. And please bear with the quality of this video. If you laugh at it or make comments, you're literally taking food out of my dog's mouth, and she might die, and it'll be all your fault. So be nice.